Childcare debate, the push to simplify the system and what it means for your family.
Well, it's Groundhog Day. Again?
Yes, it is. George and Amal Clooney are set to marry again. The guest list, the fashion, the romance. We're live to London for the very latest. Caught on camera, the Queensland mates who captured Bigfoot in this grainy night vision. Is it proof that yowies exist?
2 snakes and a scorpion in the middle of a bee's nest. Sticky, gooey.
Oh, really? Could you survive on an island with no food, water or shelter? This guy does it for fun. The real-life castaway. He's live and dangerous. Plus, the Stones. They had Adelaide jumping. Your front row seat coming up on Weekend Today. Hope you got some satisfaction if you're at the gig last night. Love to hear from you if you were there. It is Sunday, the 26th of October, 2014. Great to have your company. Very good morning to Natalia, who's on deck for us this morning.
Good morning, Deb.
Looking ravishing in red, as always.
Thank you.
And styling up on the couch, burning it through. We had to get a special white microphone on deck for Nathan because of his new jacket.
Yes.
Yeah,
that is.
We do.
Thank you.
Very good, very stylish.
Good morning.
And from a wonderful location as well, it's a good day to Cam, who's in Brisbane for us this morning. How are you doing, Cam?
Good day indeed, Deb. In fact, it's an absolute perler here in Brisbane. Beautiful day. Brisbane waking up after fully embracing the Four Nations football last night. Australia going down to a very impressive New Zealand, 32 points to 20. Of course, I think at least to 18. But Brownie, who I'm looking at a monitor about as big as a mobile phone, but Brownie seems to be channeling Richie Benaud very much this morning.
Well, Cam,
you're rocking that, Brownie.
I walked in this morning and all these clowns here on the floor laughed at me and started talking about Richie Benaud. It's just a beige jacket, cream jacket, Cameron.
Mate, make it your own. You're styling it this morning. Look, it's going to be an interesting day in our Brisbane location. We've got the Yowie guys. They've discovered Bigfoot. And also the lady who dresses Lady Gaga is going to come down and speak to us all about that. So lots of interesting things happening here. But right now, let's get your first fix of news with Natalia Cooper. Good morning, Natalia.
Good morning, Cam, and good morning to everyone at home. It has been a horror night on Victorian roads with 3 separate deaths. Police were called to Mount Moriac near Geelong shortly after 3 o'clock this morning after a van collided with a petrol tanker. The driver of the van, believed to be in his 40s, died at the scene. The Princes Highway is expected to remain closed in both directions this morning. While in Point Wilson, a man has died after veering off the road and hitting a tree. Police are investigating whether a medical condition caused the driver to lose control, and a motorcyclist has been killed in a collision at Foxhow in the state's south, and we will be crossing live to our reporter in Victoria on that story a little later in the morning. A man is being treated for head and neck injuries following a fight outside a function centre in Sydney's west. For more, we'll cross to Nine's Gabrielle Boyle, who was at the scene in Seven Hills. Gabby, can you tell us what caused this fight to break out?
Well, Natalia, it was certainly a pretty nasty fight here at Seven Hills last night. It was around 11 p.m. that police got a call out with reports 2 groups of men had been arguing in the street, and that is exactly what they found when they arrived at the scene outside of Lily's Function Centre here. A group of 5 men, another group of 4 men. They were brawling in the street out the front of family homes. In fact, some of them had even ripped fence posts off and beaten each other up with those. One man, he had been very seriously injured. In fact, we now understand someone had smashed a bottle over his head and stabbed him in the neck. Now, he was taken to Westmead Hospital to be treated. He is still too seriously injured to be speaking with police just yet, but they are hopeful that they'll be able to talk to him about exactly what happened later on today. Police are still searching for a number of witnesses that were involved in this dispute, Natalia.
OK, Gabby, thank you. There's been a serious crash in Sydney's southwest this morning. A car slammed into a power pole at Chipping Norton just before 4 o'clock. The impact brought down power lines. The young female driver was trapped for more than 2 hours. She was cut free a short time ago and taken to hospital with injuries to her lower body. The Prime Minister has kick-started a debate about the future of government in a speech delivered in Tenterfield in New South Wales' far northeast. Addressing the Sir Henry Parkes commemorative dinner, Tony Abbott made the case for streamlining the way state and federal governments work, describing current systems as a dog's breakfast. Health and education were highlighted as some of the areas that will be targeted in a Federation white paper to be delivered by the end of 2015. The PM also announced a bipartisan group of advisors to help identify reform options. To the US, and a teacher has been labelled a hero after risking her life in a deadly school shooting in Washington state. A 15-year-old opened fire on his classmates in a cafeteria yesterday, killing one student and leaving two in a critical condition. First-year teacher Megan Silberberg grappled with the gunman while he reloaded his weapon, preventing an even deadlier attack.
I believe she's actually the real hero. She's the one that intercepted him with the gun that he tried either reloading or tried aiming at her. She tried moving his hand away and he tried shooting and he shot himself in the neck.
The four students who were shot are believed to be friends and relatives of the gunman. The family of a soldier killed in the Ottawa shootings has thanked Canadians for their support. Nathan Cirillo was fatally shot by a gunman on Wednesday while standing guard at the National War Memorial.
We are not only mourning as a family, but also a country. When we lost Nathan, we all mourned as one. There are no words to express the sadness that has fallen upon us all. We take comfort knowing Nathan has done our country proud.
Cirillo's body has been taken back to his hometown of Hamilton, where thousands of people lined the streets to pay their respects. A change of pace now, and newlyweds George and Amal Clooney just keep on celebrating, with the couple attending another lavish party. Let's go live to 9 News reporter Chloe Bugelli in London. Chloe, what's the occasion?
Well, Natalia, the Clooney wedding celebrations are continuing tonight at a very plush country manor called Danesfield House. It is a 5-star hotel in Buckinghamshire, which is about an hour and a half outside of London. Now, this is very much a reception that's being held by Amal's family. It's for 90 close friends and family, many of those who couldn't attend their very lavish nuptials in Venice last month. Now, in the last few moments, we've seen some pictures of the Clooneys arriving. Amal very much channeling old Hollywood glamour in a beautiful gold metallic dress and big black furry coat. Now, the Clooneys were adamant that they wanted this to be a very private occasion. All the staff and all the guests have had to hand in their mobile phones because rumours are rife that Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie are among the guests attending tonight. Now, let's not forget that Buckinghamshire is a pretty small town. It's where Amal grew up, where she went to school before she studied at Oxford University to become a human rights lawyer. So with so many big names reportedly there this evening, it's not surprising that the locals are pretty excited. Take a listen.
To have a heartthrob like that here in Marlow, it's obviously there's been a lot of people that are upset that he is married now, but it's great to obviously be the place that he's chosen to have his wedding.
Now, this is going to be a very lavish occasion. It's being held in a big white marquee. There are 22 chefs on hand. It is a Michelin-starred restaurant, but let's not forget that the bride's parents are footing the bill. So sources say that they've gone for a package worth about 50,000 Australian dollars. That is in stark contrast to what the Venice wedding costs, something like 16 million big ones. So a bit of a difference there, but I'm sure the world will be watching to see which celebs are snapped wining and dining in Buckinghamshire tonight. Natalia.
Oh, we can't wait. Chloe, thank you very much. And more than 50,000 fans flocked to Adelaide Oval last night to watch the greatest rock and roll band in the world. The Rolling Stones kicked off their Australian tour performing some of their greatest hits. Those who weren't lucky enough to score a ticket sat outside the stadium, and we will have all the highlights from Nine's entertainment editor Richard Wilkins throughout the morning.
Oh, what do you reckon?
Look at that.
Dickie would have shown them how to party, I reckon. I can't wait.
They seriously rock hard for dudes in their 70s.
Love to hear if you were there at the concert last night. Send us some pics as well. Everyone would. No one takes lighters anymore to concerts. Everyone's got the phone. So I'd love to see your pics and find out what the gig was like. We've been waiting for it for a while, and they'll be touring around the country as well. Great concert, good stuff.
Yeah, Natalia. It should be good. And Nathan, you've got all the sport. I
have a heap of sport coming after the break. A huge morning, including both Aussie teams, cricket and rugby's poor showings. A thrilling Melbourne A-League derby, plus the Wanderers one step closer to history.
All my people right there in the back of the spot, I need the top.